MLMs may promise you all the secrets to success, but we now know that is not the reality for most people involved. Many participants stay loyal to their MLM, even when they aren't making any money. But why? The group's doctrine is accepted as the truth, while loaded language and cliches are used to stop critical thinking. To family and friends, the red flags may seem obvious, but we're all just haters, right? You're not going to make any money, like run fast in the other direction. I believe that the FTC on their website, again, I will link this below, said that you have a better chance of winning in actual gambling than you do from making money in an MLM. So if that doesn't put it in perspective for you, I don't know what will, okay? So let's move into these screenshots, the receipts I have for y'all so that you can see this shit show, okay? So as I read these, I'm also gonna put them up here on the screen, wherever I have room. It may be too small for you guys to read, that's why I'm just gonna read it out loud, but you can see. Again, I have removed the faces and the names, covered them up. So this one said, "Hi there, some time ago," okay, hold on. This one was posted in April of 2018. This was the last post that was in this group. It said, "Hi there, some time ago, you partnered up with Kyani to achieve a dream and a goal. I have a question for you. Do you still have dreams and goals you want to accomplish?" Yeah, I do. Not with Kyani. "Why do I ask? You might be wondering. Here is why. We have made major changes in the comp plan." Y'all, I looked at the comp plan and it ain't that major. In my opinion, okay? Giving more money to the distributor partners. I highly doubt that. Lowering the product prices, but even better, we have launched the most sophisticated recruiting tool in the history of network marketing that is designed to help you build a huge business using the power of the internet. Are you, seriously? And social media, all through a simple to use app. That's what everybody's doing these days. This is a brand new app designed for Kyani, launched last Saturday. This was back in 2018. I would like to invite, that's a typo, you to come, it should say you to come. Listen to what we have and what we can accomplish together. It will impress you beyond belief when you see what we have. I highly doubt that. So this seemed like this Diamond Upline's last ditch effort to kind of suck everybody back in. At least everybody that pretty sure the two people that are above me no longer do Kyani. Everybody that was below me that we recruited no longer does Kyani. I don't even know if this Diamond lady does Kyani anymore. After I quit, she never talked to me again. Imagine that. I don't have much more to say about that one, so we'll just move on to the next one. Oh, here we go. Here's one of those things. This is the kind of stuff that I kind of felt like was shady, is that they don't want to tell people what company they're with, and they want to like pique interest so that people will message you. I highly doubt that even happens. So she says, "This is an example of how I pique interest to get people to private message me about the product and or the business." Yeah, because we're trying to get people to message us about the product. "I don't know one." Okay, so I guess this is the okay, hold on. I think she posts this to try to get people to message her. It says, "I don't know one woman that would not like to have better hair or man, and your hairdresser can double their business in 3 months, even if they..." Oh, I'm sorry. Is that a false income? Is that a false income claim? I think it is. Even if they never get a new client. If they just put their clients on this product and sign them all up as recruiters, come back and thank them because they feel so much better if I put a patient on the product for at least 1 to 2 months, they stay on it and thank me for pushing them to try it. So I think this lady, the diamond lady, I think she owned like a med spa or something. So she says patient, I'm pretty sure that's what she's talking about. But yeah, that just shows you, like, she didn't say anything about the product. I don't know, it was just shady. So it gets better. These were the ones that I saw kind of up towards the top, and I just kept digging, y'all. So but wait, there's more. Oh, here we go. Okay, so my dietitian friends, y'all are gonna love this one. And my nutritionist friends. I know that, okay, anybody who's involved in the space knows that nutritionists obviously don't have the same most don't have the same educational experience as a dietitian. Otherwise they would just call themselves a dietitian. But either way, whether you are a nutritionist or a dietitian, I guarantee you would probably still have questions about the product, which was a supplement. So anyway, she said, for those of you who come across nutritionists who slam the products, I'd like you to understand their average level of knowledge. So here you go with this cult-like behavior. Anybody who goes against the products or the supplements or whatever, we obviously have to tear down their credibility. I'm sorry, did I join Kyani or Scientology? Okay, so here we go. The difference in a dietitian and a nutritionist lies in the depth, scope, length, and type of formal education and training. The term nutritionist isn't regulated, so technically anyone can call himself or herself nutritionist. That is correct. Even with no formal training or certification. Dietitian, specifically registered dietitian, noted by RD after one's name, has a specific meaning. That title requires 1, a minimum of a 4-year college degree from accredited university, blah, 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 la, la, la. A 900-hour supervised hands-on internship, passing a comprehensive examination, completing ongoing continuing education. RDs are also held to a professional code of ethics. Okay, so all of that's right. So obviously a nutritionist slammed the product and she got mad. So it says, so if you were talking to a nutritionist, most likely they don't have the training to understand the science behind it. Really? Really? Okay. Okay. Anybody who has a basic understanding of nutrition can understand the science behind Kyani. It's not rocket science, Karen. Okay? It says, if a dietitian wants a little more education, I'm happy to work with that. Oh yeah, are you? You're going to educate a dietitian? Are you a dietitian? No? Then tell me how you are going to educate a dietitian. This is always the funniest part I find about MLMs is they're like, oh, I educated myself. With propaganda from the company that's making a bunch of money off of you? No, that's not educating yourself, you idiot. Sorry, that was not nice. I shouldn't say it again. But come on, man. No. Okay. If the nutritionist is negative and not willing to learn, I move on right away. So basically what she's saying is, I won't give a nutritionist the time of day, but let me educate the dietitian. What? I put this here because I've had a lot of people coming to me with irrational statements from a nutritionist, and it hurt the rep's confidence. See, told you guys. There was almost always a logical answer for every concern. Logical to who? Who? So then my next post that I have on here was the one that I told you guys about earlier. It was making me sad. So this was somebody that me and my husband recruited, and I found his post and it said, no longer in the business, but came across all of this product. I was stockpiling for myself. Oh, but you don't stockpile product, right, Kyani? Yeah, they say that. I didn't even get into that earlier. So with their company, you were required, at least when we were in, you had to do like a personal volume and order supplements every month, which they try to tell you, it's easy because you should be taking the supplements anyway to be able to promote them to other people. But like, then you also, if you want to give out trial packs to people because people want to try supplements, they don't want to just buy supplements they've never tried and things like that, you end up stockpiling a lot of crap. So obviously this guy had a lot of stock, and it says like located in San Diego, which he's not anymore. And then like lists everything he has, $400 or best offer. That gives you just an idea. If he's saying $400 for all of this crap, like how much money he probably actually spent on all of it, because it's all overpriced. You'll notice I haven't really touched much on the product during this video, and that's because I don't necessarily think the product is bad. I do believe that it's extremely overpriced, and I would never buy it when I can go buy, like one of the supplements is fish oil. I can go buy cold pressed fish oil from somewhere else that's been third party tested, that doesn't cost as much and that doesn't support a predatory business model. So yeah, why would I do that? Anyway, that was one of the reasons that me and my husband stayed as long as we did. That's what my husband said earlier. We had a talk and I'm like, why did we stay as long as I don't remember. I was genuinely curious if he remembered things differently than I did. And he said the reason that he stuck around the longest was that the product was good and he wanted to share it with people. But now we know that that's just not how these businesses work. Okay. Oh, here's one. Here's one of the ones that say, if you're not working hard enough, it's your fault. But I thought you were going to help me. So this was from this was a post that was shared from one of the 1%ers out in El Paso, Texas. Good morning, Team Fusion. That was our name for our little downline. I get this question a lot, so I want to answer it here so everyone gets my take on it. But blank, there's a name there. What if my upline sponsor sucks and pretty much signed me up and left me stranded or not doing anything? What? Having a bad upline is no excuse to not have success. Let's get one thing clear first. First of all, I wouldn't want to be successful if my upline just ghosted me, because if I'm successful, then they're getting a cut of my money. Or a cut of like what I earn. You know what I mean? The people above you are benefiting from all of the work that you're doing. So if someone screwed me over, I wouldn't want them to have a piece of my pie. That's just me. Okay, let's get one thing clear first. Are you an independent business owner? No, you're not an independent business owner. You're an independent contractor. Wake up call. Or are you just a number in someone's downline? Yeah, probably that too. I seriously hope you understand that there is a different vibration and dynamic and mindset with each one. Here we go with the cult-like rhetoric. You cannot become a leader and build a serious business if you are hinging your success on anyone but you. Would we all like the ideal upline who is there for us always? Yes, of course. However, have network marketers had major success even despite having crummy uplines? Absolutely they have. Who? Show me who. Because I sound like an owl right now. Who? Prove it. Because the only successful people I see are the 1% at the top. Where were they? Who sponsor you means nothing. like I said, it means that they're benefiting from any success that you see, if any at all, which we know that that's not likely. Oh, thank them for getting you into this amazing, life-changing business and move on. Life-changing, huh? Okay. I'm sure some people will be like, oh, you're salty because you weren't successful in this business. Well, I guess me and 99% of other people are salty because that's how many people don't make it in this business. Like I said, I will link the Kyani income disclosure, and you can see it's like, for the bottom rank of people, which is like a lot of people, it's like average median money made or whatever is like $0. Oh, you don't say. I can't. Go above them. Find out who is above your upline sponsor and reach out to them. They will give you answers like Karen did for me. Sorry. Oh, I'm feeling extra sassy today. They will help because they will help because if you are successful, they're successful. What? I thought that's not how this worked. Find a leader you can relate That's not. Find a leader you can relate with and work closely with them. Also, make sure to attend DFYs and PBRs. That's the little like fake business meetings that they have. Make sure you get your butt there so you can meet some of the other leaders, and you will find out that there are other leaders in your own backyard that will welcome you with open arms. This is bullshit. So funny story. We were out in San Diego, and the people that recruited us were in Texas, and part of Team Fusion was also out in San Diego. And there was this guy, not gonna name his name. He was like in the top, like 1%ers, of course, which I found out later that like a lot of these people just like jump from one MLM to the other because that guy's not even in Kyani anymore, and he does a whole nother different multi-level marketing company. So he started like a whole new downline somewhere else, and I'm like, what? But Kyani's the best, remember? Anyway, I digress. I got sidetracked. So they hooked us up with this guy saying that he would help us and stuff. He had no interest in helping us. Do you want to know why? Because our success did not matter to him. They're not interested in changing people's lives. They're interested in making money. And they're like, oh, interested in making money with you. No, they're interested in making money off of you, from you. They want money. They want it to benefit them. They don't care if that means you lose money. They don't care. They don't care. They don't care. Okay. Now go out there and build the heck out of your Kyani business despite all the reasons you should fail, and you should inspire those that come after you that have similar circumstances. So I want to talk about this Mr. 1%er out in El Paso. So I used to follow him on Facebook, and I'm pretty sure that he was successful. So I know that Kyani was his first network marketing company according to his Facebook. And this dude was successful somewhere else. I don't know if he was like a lawyer or some other kind of corporate job, whatever. He was successful somewhere else. Like he has super, super luxury cars. And what I found extremely misleading is that like he flaunts this lifestyle. He travels, he has all these luxury cars, he has this brand name, this and this, that, and whatever. This dude has that because he already had he was already wealthy. Not only was he already wealthy, but then he got in with Kyani early enough to be one of the 1%ers. And he had a network big enough to throw a bunch of people underneath him. He's obviously a very good swindler. And those are the type of people that are successful in this business. You either have to get in super early, or you have to get in and be the first in your market, which is what we thought we were doing in San Diego. But then, as I said, that other guy who was already a 1%er at the top was like transplanted out in San Diego, and he took over the San Diego market. And really for me, I think that's a blessing in disguise because I'm really glad that I'm not affiliated with this company anymore at all. Like, it's gross. I would not want to be in the 1% of people if I knew that the people below me were failing and that the people below me were struggling and the people below me were not making a profit. I wouldn't want that. How those people sleep at night, I don't understand. Like, to me, my morals are more important than money. That's just me. I will not be a part of a business like that. And that's why I've had friends that have reached out to me and been like, let me explain to you how this can work, how this business model can work. And you're like, there is no working in this business model, because the way that this business model is set up, in my opinion, is that there always has to be somebody on the bottom who is failing, who's a customer. You're not an independent business owner. You are a customer. And at best, you are an independent contractor. You are not a business owner. So this next one that I have. So I am reading directly from my phone. Okay, so it says, 1, enroll 3 distributors between now and June 30th. 2, help 3 distributors qualify for 1, 2, 3 fast start bonus. How much you want to bet that has to do with them recruiting people too? 3, then you win $3,000. So I wonder how many people. So there's 3. And then I wonder if they have to sign up for that bonus, if they have to recruit another 3 people. It seems like a lot of work for $3,000. That's all I'm saying. And then it says, but it doesn't stop there. For each additional distributor, sorry, this headband's bothering me. For each additional distributor that you, damn it. Okay, just checking to make sure my mic's on. But it doesn't stop there. For each additional distributor that you maintain the same qualification with, you get $1,000. Holy crap. So you sponsored 20 people, help them all go Jade, which is what I was before I left, which it means you have 3 people under you. For 3 months, and you get a $20,000 bonus. Oh yeah, you only have to recruit 20 people. But then they'll say, oh no, this business isn't about recruiting, it's about helping people. But it's not a pyramid scheme. I'm sorry, y'all, I can't contain myself. Okay, so we're gonna move on to the next one. That speaks for itself. A very pyramid schemey, if you ask me. Heavily focused on that recruiting, are we? Oh, okay. So this is like one of the ones about overcoming objections. Okay. So this one is about overcoming objections. It says, me, which is this person, tried what? I'm confused. The results I see from someone in this industry who completed what they started doesn't look like what you're telling me. So you quit? ? My friends have done things like this. Me, really? So that means they are all financially independent? Because everyone I know who's stuck in this thing, whether it was 1, 5, 10 years, they are all living their dreams. Lies, more lies. More lies. Because I think at this point, I don't even know if this person had been in for a year. So it all is very scammy to me. Oh boy. Oh, this is my favorite. So you accept experience advice from quitters? This is that like very culty mindset where it's like everybody else on the outside's wrong. They're all wrong. They're all lying. They're all haters. We're all lying and we're all haters? Are we though? Are we? This one pissed me off, y'all. Okay. My mom told me I shouldn't get involved. Me, really? That's odd. What does your mom or dad do? How long have they done that? 20 plus years, really? My mentor told me, this is so condescending. My mentor told me that if it takes you longer than 3 years to make $1 million, then you need a change of plans. I guess a lot of people need a change of plans. Jesus Christ. So you're telling me you're okay with working 20 plus years and never getting ahead? Just because it's not your idea of getting ahead doesn't mean they're not getting ahead. No, I'm sorry, normal jobs have promotions. This is, like I said, it's so condescending. Oh, well, let me put it to you like this. If you keep listening to your mom and dad, I have no words. And you're going to keep doing what they're doing, then eventually you're going to have what they have. You know what? My dad's very successful, so I'd be okay having what he has. Maybe I should take his advice. Oh, wait, I do. When I called him and said, hey, Dad, I think I'm in a cult. He's like, hey, don't do that anymore. Oh, I can't. I did, like, the nerve to be like, this random person knows better than your own mother and father do. Like, don't listen to your parents. It's just, oh, so irritating. Let me know now, because there are a lot of people who are serious about their life and want change. Is that how you want it? Stop listening to everyone's past experiences and applying their results of failure to your life. Find a voice of value and stay for a while. Find a cult member and stay for a while. Oh, I can't. Because when you die, you will have either lived a life of unfulfilled potential or a life of freedom. You know what, Karen? I live a life of freedom, and it doesn't involve a multi-level marketing company and making you rich. So, I don't like this. It's so scummy. So scummy. This is so scummy. And if you look at this and read this and you don't see what's wrong with this, then you need to reevaluate yourself and your morals and your thoughts, because this is manipulative and gross. Okay. Everyone that signed up trusted someone enough to embark on a future with them. Yeah, that was my mistake. When we say no one left behind, we mean it. Do you? As your upline diamond, I want to help each and every one of you. This lady didn't even give me the time of day when we were at the convention. And of course, my little brainwashed mind was like, she's a celebrity. I want to meet her. She didn't even know who I was, okay? She's full of shit. Okay, sorry. Anyway. Anyway, she wants to help her dreams come true. Whether it is to develop a reliable income, most people will not have first of all, it's sales. Sales is not a reliable income. And second of all, most people don't make a livable wage from multi-level marketing companies. So you got a lot of work ahead of you. Or just share the health of the products. You can tell the products are an afterthought. We have systems in place to help you do that. If anyone would like help, please feel free to reach out to me. Whether you're new and not realizing the success that you're looking for, or if you're a leader that needs help growing your team. Growing your teams. This is all they care about, is growing your team. One of the most important things we can do for our Kyani businesses, non-Kyani businesses. We all own Kyani? No, we don't all own Kyani. Stop. Nurture our downlines. As a leader, we need to give distributors, thank you, that's what they are, distributors, not business owners, the tools they need to develop and grow their teams. Grow their teams, that's what they're interested in. When you recruit someone into your downline, they become your business partners. Okay. Oh, the success of your business is dependent on their success. What? The success of your business is dependent on their success. Definition of a pyramid scheme right there, baby. Right there. You are making money off the backs of other people. And if you don't think there's anything wrong with that, you're a shitty human being. Okay, next. There's more. Okay. It is your responsibility as a leader to nurture them as they learn to build their own business. You're not building your own business. We've already established that. You do not own an LLC. You do not have your own business. You file a 1099. You are an independent contractor, which I have done that for you teaching yoga as well. There's nothing wrong being an independent contractor, but I don't run around saying I own my own yoga business when I teach at somebody else's studio. Okay. When you do this, you are not, oh, I've skipped some, but who cares? It's all bullshit anyway. Bringing hope and the promise of a better life through wellness and opportunity. Okay, we're gonna move to the next one. Oh, this is one of my faves. So this is her telling us we can't post checks, but I think the end of it's funny, which is why I shared it, okay? Just a reminder, we still cannot post checks even in the envelope with no amount showing. Not even if it is with the income disclosure statement. Oh, so they did have one back then. I never saw it. Imagine that. They didn't want me to see that bad boy. And even if I did, I probably wouldn't have understood it because they make it super hard to understand. They have a team of people who watch people's timelines. Who's they? The FTC? They have a team of people. Not to be mean, but to make sure that we don't become a target of the watchdog companies. The FTC? Anytime an MLM is super successful, other MLMs are very prone to turning them in. Thank you for your cooperation. She is saying that the people turning them in are other MLMs for false income claims. I don't think so, Karen. I don't think so. Her name is not Karen. I'm just saying that. That's the first thing that comes to my mind. But no. Okay, so this one I mentioned earlier. There were so many of these, and I'm like, let me just choose one, okay? There's so many of these. Oh, question. And this is somebody asking a question in the group. Can someone take Sunrise when they're on blood thinners? This is like the little liquid multivitamin that we had. Vitamin K plays a factor in people who take blood thinners, so their diet is restricted on consuming greens that contain vitamin K. Any information would be greatly appreciated. Thanks. Dang it. I need to block out her name. I didn't realize it says thanks, name. Okay. So then somebody else commented below and said, most definitely, and they can take it. For people with diabetes, the extreme triangle is the best. Now, I am friends with a girl who replied on this. We are still friends on Facebook. I'm not going to tell you guys what she does for a living, but she's not a fucking doctor. I can tell you that. She's not a doctor. You're not a doctor. And again, this isn't about the people. I think that girl is adorable. That's why I still follow her. I don't think she does Kyani anymore. But this is the kind of stuff that it like encourages. The culture within the company encourages this kind of crap, okay? So again, this is not a personal attack on this person, but like at the time, it's like this statement that was made, it's like, you're not a doctor. You don't know what is good for diabetes. Why are you telling people this. And I'm kind of picking on her with this comment. This was one of many comments that I saw. There were so many anecdotal stories and just very dangerous claims being made about not just diabetes, but tons of other medical issues. Yeah, so don't give people medical advice if you're not a doctor. Don't give people workout advice if you're not a trainer. That goes for Beachbody. Beachbody's like, I wasn't even in Beachbody. I think people think that I was in Beachbody because I hate them so much. Okay, hate's a strong word. I highly dislike them. But I know I wasn't in Beachbody. I was in Kyani. But it's like a big pet peeve of mine. I'm like, stop it. You're not a coach. Now I can't even call myself a coach because then people think I'm part of an MLM scam. Stop. That's one of the reasons I didn't do some of the certifications on like ACE or NASM, because it's like coach. I'm like, I'm not calling myself a coach. Nope. Not unless I teach at a middle school. Okay, so here's our last one for you guys. So one of the things that they teach you a lot in these MLM companies is like, no doesn't mean no. It's how disgusting is that? They teach like, no means maybe later, or like, just keep asking them until they say yes. So if you have said no to people and they keep messaging you anyway, that's why. Because they're being fed from their upline to say like, oh, just because they say no now doesn't mean that they might not have the money later or be interested. If someone tells you they don't have the money at the time, they're being polite. They're not interested. Stop messaging them. So anyway, it is a harsh truth that the people that will not support you are the people closest to you. If the people closest to you are telling you that this is a scam and that you need to get out, maybe you should listen to the people closest to you because they have your actual best interest at heart and not some random hun that just signed you up and barely knows you. Good gracious. Okay. But this mentality is temporary. My lips are getting dry. Gross. What I mean by this is we have less than 1% market penetration. This was back in 2016, so I'm guessing it's very oversaturated now. Actually, I don't really hear about Kyani a lot. I wasn't even sure that they were still around until I started like digging, and guess what? They are like a cockroach, will not go away. But yeah, they're not as big as like Beachbody and the other ones that are just like wilding out Herbalife. Anyway, now I'm rambling. There are only two types of people in Kyani. The ones that win and the ones that quit. This is the kind of like stupid rhetoric that I've been talking about. Brainwash. If you do the following, you will succeed. Okay, if you do the following, you'll succeed, right? So in theory, if I have done all these things, then I should have succeeded in Kyani. For everybody that's gonna tell me like I'm a sore loser or whatever. Show up. I did that. Stay consistent. I did that. I messaged hundreds of people a day. Have a positive attitude. I had that. I had that brainwash, positive, toxic positivity attitude. Be committed for a long period of time. I'm sure she would probably tell me I didn't stay in long enough, but what's funny is they tell you this, and they tell you this because the longer you stay in, the longer they can make money off of you. Because you're a customer, not an independent business owner. Have faith and a burning desire. Pretty sure I had those. I'm pretty determined. Be willing to pay a price. What does that mean? That's so vague. Be willing to pay a price. Are you, Karen, blink twice if you had to sell your soul to the devil to make it to the 1% of Kyani. Is that what you mean when you say be willing to pay a price? Did I have to sell my soul to the devil to get to the 1%? Because I guarantee you that's what these people do because they have no morals, okay? And then have integrity. What? Okay, I feel like the integrity thing was probably an afterthought. And if you do this, your no's that came from your circle of influence will turn to yeses. This is that, like, people will eventually say yes. I don't think so. Network marketing is a numbers game. It's a connection game. Seeing everybody as an opportunity. But most of all, it's a course in self-development. I hate this. This is so gross when they're like, it's self-development with a paycheck, like whatever. Okay, so while I said like, yes, the self-development was like one of the positive things that came out of my multi-level marketing experience, I also realize now that it is part of the tactic that they use for the culture that they create, for the brainwashing that they create. Because a lot of self-help personal development is very positive, and it kind of feeds into their whole like toxic positivity mindset. There is such a thing as being too positive. It is totally okay to be like, okay, I invested this money into this opportunity, and it didn't go the way that I think it would go, and or didn't go the way I think it would go, and I did my taxes, and I found that I lost money and it didn't make a profit, and so I just, it's totally okay to be like, this didn't work out for me. I'm gonna just, cut ties here. I lost what I lost, and it is a mature mindset to be able to look at something and know when to call it quits. So this whole mindset of like not quitting is just very toxic. Oh, but yeah, okay, that was the end of that. So this is a super long video. Okay, so, well, of course, my phone's dying. So I know this was a super long video, but hopefully you can walk away at the end of this knowing the truth. I told you guys I was going to tell you the truth. I hope that I included everything. Like I said, I'm sure I'm still going to miss something. If you want to ask me questions in the comments, feel free to ask questions. If there's something that I didn't cover that you're curious about, feel free to mention that below. I hope that you enjoyed the video, even though it's super long. And again, I want to reiterate that everything that's said in this video are my opinions. Everything that I used in this video is covered under the fair use policy for YouTube. I am not breaking any rules. I'm not breaking any policy. These are all my own opinions. I'm allowed to share my opinion. I'm allowed to share my own experiences. And I'm sure there will be some people who don't like this, and that is totally okay, because you don't have to be everybody's cup of tea. And with that being said, I am going to call it a night and go sit by the fire outside with my husband and enjoy the rest of my night, and I hope that y'all do too. Okay, bye-bye.